The anime story starts in a fantasy game. Diablo is the demon lord and there's one thing he doesn't like. He doesn't like seeing people acting like couples. Suddenly, he sees that he got kissed by two ladies. He screams out when he realizes that he has turned into Diablo, the demon lord, and the ladies that kissed him were the ones that summoned him from the real world. A few minutes later, the power they used begins to affect them, and instead of him being chained with a collar, they got chained, and this makes them regarded as his slaves. The ladies introduce themselves to him and their names are Shera and Rem. However, Diablo is greatly affected by Sharia's body. He got to meet a lady, Celestine, who seems to know Rem well. The way Rem and Celestine discussed made Diablo suspect that the ladies are hiding something. So to force Rem to tell him her secret, he forcefully took her to the room and tormented her. Later, she told him the secret: a great feminine demon lord, Krebscume, is living inside her, and if she dies, the demon would come back to the world. Diablo pities her condition, so he promised to help her cast out and kill the demon so that she can be free. To earn money, the three went to a shop where they can work. But then, they came across a magical mirror that they can use to check their magic level. Shera happily checked her and she got to know that she was at a lower level than Rem, and this made her sad. But when Diablo checked his level, the whole building almost crashed because of his great powers. The disaster made Sylvie, the shop guide master, come out to meet the person that has such great powers. Because she is impressed with his power, she gave him a hard task that she can't give to anyone with little power, but the job would make him earn a lot of money, so Diablo agreed. While trying to get the task done, they got attacked by some people, who made them know that Shera is the princess of Greenwood and they have come to take her back to the kingdom. But she refused to follow them because her brother is mean and he just wants her so he can make her give birth to a child for him. In their attempt to forcefully take Shera, Diablo destroyed their attacks, but he later found out that it was Plebeian that was the mastermind of their wicked deeds. Back at their lodge, Diablo got to meet a man whose name is Emile. Emile thought that Diablo is taking advantage of the two ladies because of the collar on their neck, so he challenged Diablo to a fight while saying that he's a defender of the females. He used his most powerful technique to attack Diablo, but the demon lord used just a little of the power on Emile, and he fell hopelessly to the floor. The girls later stopped him and they explained to him that Diablo wasn't taking advantage of them, but instead he was helping them. Once again the city got attacked by the Fallen, a set of people that have been changed into demons because of greed. But this time around, Diablo is around to save them. Plebeian felt that his group betrayed him. Meanwhile, it was a lie. He's the one that has been eaten by greed. To kill himself, he made use of a spelled sword that caused a beast to enter him, and he turned into a monster. The most powerful of the fallen beast, Edelgard, attacked Diablo fiercely to counterfeit her power as the demons attacking people. Diablo first told her that he's the no other demon lord comes before him, and he called the white stone that destroyed the building and all the demons except Edelgard, who didn't get harmed but her clothes tore away from her body. To save Rem and Celestine, he quickly teleported to where they are. And he defeated Plebeian within the blink of an eye. At their lodge, Shera thanked Diablo for all that he was doing by hugging him tightly. But Diablo's eyes almost popped out because of her body that was pressing tightly to his body. To see Shera from her brother, Sylvie took them to meet Mr. Garlord, who promised to help them out, and as well told one of his special people, Alicia, to follow them in their task. However, on their way, Shera got kidnapped by some men, but Diablo and Emile rescued her from them. The group thought of how to punish the men, but Diablo didn't want to give them the hardest punishment: death. To remove the collars on Rem and Sharia neck, they went to meet a lady who is a slave trade master. While discussing, the lady began to notice the glow of energy that each of them has, and she almost got to know about Rem's secret of a demon lord living in her. But Diablo quickly stopped the discussion. To remove the collar, Diablo is to touch the point that they have the highest focus of their energy, and he started with Sharia. Seconds after, he began to see the flow of her energy, but sadly, he ended up failing and his power got drained from his body. While in their room discussion, they got a visitor and Shera was shocked when she saw that it was her brother, Prince Kira. He wants to take Sharia back with him to their kingdom, but she doesn't want to go with him so that everyone would believe him. He told them that Shera's happiness is his best wish, so he will go with whatever decisions she makes. But he knows that with the fluties blowing, he would be able to control her, and he gets happy with his brilliant idea. The next day, Diablo wonders about how he would make an ancient medicine that has the power of bringing a dead person back to life. But while looking at Shera's chest, he surprisingly made one of the medicines. So he continued looking at her chest and ended up making a lot more of the medicine. When her brother came to pick her up, surprisingly she told Diablo that she wants to follow her brother, Kira, and Diablo was shocked because the previous day, she loudly rejects him that she isn't going with him. He kept sulking on his bed, but then, Rem told him that Shara has been charmed by her brother and they must save her. Kira once again controlled Shara with the flute and he made her tell him what Diablo had ordered her to do. He got annoyed with her reply, so he made a slime liquid that eats off a person's clothes to walk on her body. But Diablo and Rem suddenly enter the room and they save Shara from her evil brother. Kira was angry, so he summoned their nation's powerful beast that protects them, but even after the beast attacked Diablo and regenerated after he successfully cut a part of its body, Diablo was still able to win against the beast. He wanted to kill the prince, but Shara pleaded for her brother's life and said even if she dislikes him, he's still her family. Suddenly, they saw that the prince's head had been chopped off by Lord Garlord. He had tricked them all along. His main plan was to kill the prince. He as well wants to capture Shara, but so his plan would be successful, he locks Diablo in a ring. Alicia quarreled with him, and even though Diablo tried releasing himself, his spell wasn't working, but after a while, he was suddenly open to breaking the ring. They both fought for a while, but minutes later, Garlord became very tired and he surrendered. At the palace, Alicia met the powerful Lord Saddler and they chatted for a while. When she asked if he loved humans, he said he does and he hates people that worship demon lords. For protection, Diablo made Shara summon a turkey shot, and she began controlling it. He taught her how to make use of the turkey shots. As it travels, Shara can see all the places that he's passing, and when she saw the coin Diablo had previously thrown, she was able to accurately target the place with her arrow. And she would be able to do the same to enemies that wanted to attack her. While Rem and Shara are having their bath in a river, Edelgard came to disturb them and she said that she sensed the power of a fallen lord. Diablo asked if she knows of a way they can cast out the demon, and she replied that she does. Later, she told Shara her secret about the demon living with her. Emotionally, Shara promised to stay with her even if she is weak. On their way to the place where Rem would break free from the demon lord, Saddler met them on the way. While using magic, he made Rem bow down to him and he wanted to turn Diablo into a stone as punishment. But Diablo made use of the ring on his finger and sent back the spell to Saddler, who immediately became a stone. To remove Krebscume, Rem was placed in an ancient place. Diablo placed his hands on her and he tried searching for Krebscume's power, but he still didn't get there after going further for a while. Edelgard then told him that if he wishes to help Rem, he should dip his finger in her private part, so he would be about to call out Krebscume. He felt shy and awkward at first, but later, he dipped his finger, so he could help Rem. He concentrated for a while, then finally he saw the demon and he forcefully cast her out of Rem's body. The demon lord came out in the form of a little girl and she has forgotten about all of her past misdeeds. She said she was hungry, so she was given biscuits and she happily ate them and kept calling out for more biscuits, while others were surprised. On their way, they got attacked by one of the Krebscume men, Ulrix, who had come to take the demon lord with him. The both of them fought very hard, but like always, Diablo was able to crush him and he acknowledged that Diablo isn't an ordinary man because of his great powers. While laying on the bed, Diablo was feeling very weak, so Shara and the demon lord, who they have named Clem, massaged their exposed body on him. They made him gain his full powers back and they as well received some of his great powers. Later, Saddler captured Rem and he punished her by strangling her. Alicia, who was following them all this while, is an evil being and she made Saddler believe that Rem is worshipping a demon lord, so he tries to kill her. Meanwhile, she has a reason for her plans. She wants the demon lord to wake up so she can destroy humans. Saddler ends up publishing Rem heavily, piercing her body with a sword. This made Clem angry, and when she could take it any longer, she removed her cover cloth. Then everyone saw that she's a fallen. She was about to be struck dead when Rem takes the hit and falls dead. On seeing that Rem is dead, Clem screams bitterly and ends up reforming back to the demon lord shape. Angrily, she makes Saddler blind. Clem, who isn't in her right state of mind, fought very hard with Diablo, while Shara poured the medicinal mixture that Diablo had previously made, but luckily, Rem woke up back to life. To call Clem back to her normal form, Shara and Rem shout out her name. And Rem puts her hand close to her when she gets closer to her. She got her senses back and returned to her little girl form. Sylvie wanted them to kill Clem because she isn't sure if the girl won't still go back to demon form, so to prevent this, Diablo put a collar on her neck. If he were her master, even if she turns into a demon, he would be able to control her. While they were in their room, suddenly Alicia appeared and she begged them to save her friend's life while holding Shara, using her to threaten them. When she was asked why she betrayed them, she let them know that she had always hated humans, narrating her life experience to them. Everyone later forgave her, but suddenly Diablo got tired, so the 5 ladies undressed and moved towards him, so they will use their bodies to bring his power back. The end. Thanks for watching. Please, like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new anime recaps.